Hey there everyone, welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here, and I thought it would be fun to do a March 2023 monthly reading for everybody, the collective, all signs, star signs, zodiac signs, everybody, okay? To tune in actually to the energy of the month of March and not into the individual signs. I did do an Aquarius March 2023 monthly reading. So if you are Aquarius, a cross watcher or have Aquarius placements, you can go ahead and check that out if you haven't already. But I wanted to tune into the energy of March and what the energy has potentially in store for all of us. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. Now, also be sure that you do stay till the end, as I do have all of the charms. So I am going to do excuse me, pull a few charms at the end here. Now, interesting, this actually came up, I believe, in the Aquarius reading, one of the readings recently, that my throat, I haven't been having any problems, no coughing, none of it. And then when I come to do the reading, it starts. So some of you may have been having a difficult time speaking up or speaking out, may feel as if your throat chakra is a little bit blocked. So that may be something for some of you to take a look at, or maybe see on YouTube. There's a lot of information videos out there to potentially assist you or guide you in clearing out and unblocking the chakras, however you may pronounce them. But that throat chakra feels like it's been coming through in quite a few of the readings. All right, as a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the new and returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So you may have also noticed I haven't been doing as many of the energy readings, the star sign readings, the zodiac signs, all right, just because it doesn't get as many views. So if you are a sign other than Aquarius, or if you are a regular viewer of the videos, please do make sure that you're viewing all of the videos, the timeless videos, sharing them out so that we can get more views on them, so they're being seen, the messages are getting out there, you're getting all of the insights. And so that I can start doing more of them again. It just doesn't seem, the messages need to be out there. But if they're not being viewed, then, it doesn't seem beneficial to be taking the time or to be doing them. Okay. So do make sure that you're viewing them. I do love and appreciate each and every one of you, of course, and I want to make sure that the messages, the insights, the ahas are getting out there to the people who need them, okay? So be sure to be sharing, to be tuning in, to be liking the video so it gets out in the algorithm more, so that more people can see them, so that we're getting the views that the messages, the insights, the ahas deserve. All right, let's go ahead and jump in, see what the energy has in store for everybody in March. So our first spot here is wow, the overall energy. Wow, what's coming in? Interesting. All right. Third is the challenge. Wow, super interesting. Fourth is the blessing. What is the blessing? Wow, isn't that super interesting? We'll get into them in a minute. I just want to get them all out here, the overall energy. Okay, fifth is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, fifth is what you don't see coming for the month of March 2023. The energy, what's happening, what's coming in, but what you don't see coming. Wow. All right, and last is the potential outcome. All right, so we're going to get the top and the bottom. We're going to keep those till the end, so we're going to find out kind of what's going on here for everybody. This is so interesting. So your overall energy for the month of March is the Two of Swords. So interesting. Some of you are kind of at a crossroads or feel like you've been at a stalemate moving into March. There's a choice that has been coming up that some of you need to make. This choice could be in regards to anything. Let's see. I wish I would have got another deck out for clarification. Actually, hang on just a second. Let me get another deck here for clarification. We'll see if we can get a little bit more information about this Two of Swords, what this my goodness, what this stalemate or this choice may be. No, we're not going to do that one because I just barely picked the deck up. All right, Spirit, what does the Magician, what is that clarification? The Two of Swords. So you have the Two of Swords, you have the Magician. So some of you may have moving into, this is the overall energy, moving into the overall energy of March, that stalemate energy. This may be just overall at the very beginning, moving into, but you have that Two of Swords. So some of you have been feeling like you were at a crossroads moving into March, and or the stalemate energy, like kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of energy, and or that there's a choice to be made. The clarification coming through with that is the Magician. So you need to really, Spirit is indicating that you need to really move into this energy of making your own magic here in March, okay? Making your own magic, setting intentions, really taking action, using your ambition to move you forward instead of feeling as if you're stuck, okay? And really moving into this energy, learning about, finding out about, maybe taking a course, a class, could be online learning about manifesting, about alchemizing, about using your own magic or creating your own magic. For some of you, it's you're coming into March, or that energy in the beginning of March is, or moving into March, the overall energy is that of waiting for somebody else to do something for you, or being at a crossroads potentially within a relationship or a job. And Spirit is coming through here with this energy that it's time for you to use your ambition, take action, start manifesting, make your own magic here in March, okay? Lucky stars, it's time for you to make your own. That's the clarification for that Two of Swords, okay? Make your own magic. So what's coming in? You have the Death card coming in here. This is actually really gorgeous. I know a lot of times the Death card seems really, really scary. Isn't it interesting? And it's not out here, but in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this looks very similar to the Moon card. So interesting energy coming through with that for what is coming in. This Death card, a lot of times it can be considered kind of a scary card or a fearful card, but this is coming through with this energy of don't fear this transition, don't fear this ending or changes, because it is bringing in new beginnings. So right, you have this here, you have the Moon there, but you also have this water, and you have this new growth all around. So this is a transition. That is what's coming in. It could be this transition out of that Two of Swords energy, right? Two of Swords in the traditional Rider-Waite for the Two of Swords, it has a person sitting, it looks like sitting on like a throne or a chair or what have you, in front of like a backdrop is what it appears to me, like almost as if the Two of Swords is kind of creating something that isn't real, or living in almost an illusion of sorts, which is why it's interesting that this is kind of that, the Moon, or a kind of a mirroring, not exactly the same, but a little bit different, of that Moon card, although it's the Death card, is because, you know, kind of living in an illusion, and that Moon can kind of represent that as well, but that is falling away and transitioning out of that. There's that change coming in with this what's coming in energy here for you, lucky stars, and it is this new beginning. It's to not be fearful of that change, this new beginning, these new growths. That is what is coming in. Now, isn't this interesting? As your challenge, you have the Six of Wands coming in here. So some of you are not noticing or paying attention or feeling the full effects of your victories, of your successes in March. And Spirit is indicating that this is coming through as a challenge, potentially because going back to that Two of Swords energy, you're not actually making your own magic with that overall energy. Some of you are really feeling as if you are stressed and struggling, and you're not giving yourself the pats on the back. You're not using or seeing the victories, the successes that you have been creating. For some of you, the achievements as well. For many of you, you're not really seeing or feeling into that, and that's coming up as a challenge for you. Now also look at this moon is bright and big right in here as well. All three of these, now this one has kind of a crescent moon, but the death card and this one both have a full moon. But there's also a white flag, okay? So some of you are really tuning into, as this challenge energy, some of you are really tuning into kind of the struggle and or not really realizing or seeing, and Spirit is indicating within this to, you know, kind of let that go. Put that like surrender out there with that Six of Wands energy. Surrender that, and then you may be able to see and to enjoy the victory, successes, the achievements that you have all around you, okay? Wow. And then you have the Four of Wands coming in here as the, excuse me, the blessing. So look at, you have a candle up here, and you have this door cracked, and it's shining light. Again, illuminating is what's coming through here, not being stuck. That blessing is coming through, illuminating this energy that's around you, the success, the new beginnings, the new growth that is coming in here in the month of March. This is really, really gorgeous, and you're being asked to share your light as well. Illuminate others as well as the blessing. It's coming through that there's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of success, there's a lot of achievements all around you. And for some of you, as this blessing comes in, it may also include a holiday of sorts. So some of you, but you also have this kind of 11-11 energy coming in here. So the signs, the synchronicities are all going to be showing up for you in March as well as that blessing. Make sure that you're paying attention, because Spirit is sending these as a message for you, sending these as, you know, downloads or insights for you, okay? This is gorgeous. Now, what you don't see coming is the Ace of Vessels. So this is the Ace of Cups energy. So for some of you, again, you're brewing something new. This is also a message in a bottle. So we have this kind of the 4-4, excuse me, 4-4 might be significant for you. The number 44 might be significant for you because that is what just came through. But the 11-11 with the synchronicities, the messages potentially coming through. Now you also have this Ace of Cups that has a message in a bottle. So there is going to be something you don't see coming here. There's a potential that there's going to be a message or energy coming through for you here, Lucky Stars, for everybody here, that is going to create this beautiful not only synchronicity, but it's going to kind of pull everything together. You're going to be able to see here in March these ahas, these insights about why you, the overall energy is that Two of Swords energy, why you are kind of stuck or feeling maybe stuck at that crossroads or that stalemate energy, kind of the damned if you do, damned if you don't, and why that choice needed to come through. And you're going to, for some of you, get that understanding, or a message is going to come through, insights, synchronicities are going to come through, messages are going to come through Spirit, that is going to give you the information of why that was happening, okay? Why you needed to know that. But also, there's an overflow of love. There's an overflow of really having this new growth, these new beginnings. For some, it may be a little bit overwhelming, and you may not notice or feel like that is that, right? You may, going back to this challenge with the Six of Wands energy, some of you may be in this space of surrendering, right? And you don't see this message in the bottle coming, meaning you're not paying attention to the signs, the synchronicities, the downloads, the things that are coming through, and you maybe miss them, okay? You may just miss them. So it is time for you to really be tuning in to everything that is coming in, everything that is coming through, and be thinking about your day, maybe right before you go to bed. Maybe write down things that you're grateful for, things that seemed maybe even off or challenging, things that you noticed, the words that stuck out to you, or conversations, things that you overheard, people that you encountered, whatever that may be, so that you're noticing and paying attention, because there is a lot of big energy coming through for you in the month of March. There's a lot of messages, and if you aren't paying attention, this message, right, what you don't see coming here, this new beginning, this new growth, this kind of overflow energy, this brewing of something new kind of stuff, it may just float away and you may not catch it. Okay, so be sure that you're being aware of that. All right, now let's see the potential outcome. You have the Fool and the Proclaimer. Isn't that interesting? So you have the Fool. The Proclaimer in this deck is actually the Hierophant. So you have the Fool and the Proclaimer as what you don't see coming. Overall, the month of March for you is new beginnings, okay? Transformation and moving into new beginnings. This is really, really gorgeous, because that Fool is also jumping into the unknown, a new beginning, taking some risks. So you have triple confirmation that there are new beginnings coming in March. Now with that Proclaimer energy or the Hierophant energy, you're being asked to really move into the space of developing yourself emotionally and spiritually, really, tuning in again, right, to those signs, those synchronicities, paying attention, developing and moving into that energy of unity with yourself, with spirit, and potentially even with that Proclaimer energy with somebody else. But you had to move through this energy, this Two of Swords energy needed to come in, needed to be here for you, so that you could remember that you are the magician. You are the master manifester, the overall energy, right? And that this new beginning is here for you at this perfect time. These messages are coming through. Take the risk, take a leap, jump into the unknown in March within all of these new beginnings, right? Surrender what isn't working anymore as that challenge, or what you're not noticing or paying attention to, and begin, for some of you, keeping a log or keeping a journal that you do right before you go to bed at night, keeping track of kind of what came through, what signs, what synchronicities did you notice, were you paying attention, what did you hear, who did you see, what kind of felt like it fell into place, what kind of felt like it fell out of place. Pay attention to all of that here through March, lucky stars, and there is going to be information coming through in March, but there's a lot of new growth, a lot of new beginnings, and there is some education that you're going to be gaining in March. It could be through keeping this journal, it could be through this stalemate energy, it could be through that surrender, but there's so many new beginnings. And for some of you, you may even be traveling in March that may bring about this new thing, or a union of sorts with that Proclaimer energy, right? But you're also being reminded, right, this elephant, the elephant is a energy of wisdom. There's this idea, or this belief that elephants remember everything, okay? And your subconscious mind is much the same, or your unconscious mind. It remembers everything. So for those of you that aren't sure, or aren't seeing the messages or the synchronicities or the signs, or are still feeling like you're at a stalemate moving into March, or that difficult is that decision that some of you may need to make, or moving into that magician energy may feel a little bit difficult. Also, right before you go to bed, ask your subconscious mind, your unconscious mind, to assist you with whatever it is that you may be feeling that you might be having difficulty with, because Spirit is reminding you, you always have the key. You have the key, or the keys, to unlocking the messages, to unlocking that energy of the Fool, to be able to jump into the unknown. But this new beginnings are coming in. You always know what the right decision is for you, and you can surrender and allow for yourself to be open to see the successes, the achievements, the victories all around you, okay? And sometimes we lock that kind of stuff away within our subconscious mind, but we have that wisdom. That wisdom is always within us. We always have the keys, okay? Beautiful energy for March. Let's go ahead and see what sign needs to come out for you here. And we got 2. Oh my goodness, isn't this beautiful? We got the crab and the sea turtle. So let me put one of these down. Isn't that interesting? Because that first energy is that these both belong on this Ace of Vessels or Ace of Cups. So let's go through these here really quick though, everyone, so that we can take a look and see kind of where Spirit actually wants them to be placed, and or if they both belong there. Really notice, pay attention, don't let things like float away from you, is going to be kind of that big message coming through here for you in March, okay? So with that crab, you're being reminded again that you have that wisdom. Isn't it interesting that that came through with the elephant, but that you have the strength to handle all of life's obstacles, right? That strength, or that crab has this hard outer shell, right? And it has the exoskeleton kind of, right? And the pinchers, right? So just pinch the shit out of the way. You are resilient. You have that energy. So this wants to go actually, or wants to be placed on that 6 of Wands energy, those victories, right? But sometimes it feels a challenge. Sometimes, right, having pinchers makes it difficult for even the crab to do things or pick things up or what have you. Sometimes having longer nails makes things difficult. But you have the strength with that crab energy to overcome all, not some, all of life's obstacles. You are resilient. You do have that wisdom. You hold the keys, and you can use all of that to your benefit here in March and otherwise, okay? Now you also have the sea turtle coming in here, or the turtle itself coming in here. And this energy is coming through with this energy that slow and steady wins the race, okay? Isn't it interesting? Some of you may be feeling as if the progress is slow, right? That the progress is slow in March, but there is going to be kind of that progress coming in with all of this new growth, all of these new beginnings. Now, isn't it interesting that both of the terms that you've got kind of have this hard shell of sorts, right? The crab does. It's hard to hold. These are difficult. The crab does and the turtle does. So some of you, really what is coming through here, some of you need to potentially be creating a thicker skin or having a harder outer shell in the month of March, because there may be this energy, or you have created that and you're slowly getting out of that. But some of you may, with this turtle or sea turtle energy, may be feeling as if you have been in your shell and it's time for you to come out, okay? Wow. Well, that one does want to go here, so that's interesting. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.